This is Dr. Volker Latussek latest puzzle. It is called CABRIO, and I wanted to take the chance and share the way I approached this design. I think it's very interesting, it's very nice, mainly because I strongly believe that doing some thinking, some detective work can lead you straight into the solution without losing too much time fiddling with the pieces. So this is the way the puzzle is delivered. This is a version executed by Pelican, and if we take out the pieces, we see that we quickly see that we have 5 pieces. So what I would say from the beginning is that we have a group of these 3 ones, a group of puzzles that have 5 voxels, and these 2 ones form a group of puzzles that have 4 voxels each one. The first thing to do, a thing that will, by carefully analyzing the implications, will lead you straight into the heart of the solution. The first thing to do is count the voxels. So as you see, we have these 3 ones, so we have 15 voxels here, and we have the 2 ones, so we have 8 voxels here. So in total we have 23 voxels. Well, what does that mean? It means that in this box we have 2 layers, the bottom layer and the upper layer. These 2 layers, if we fill them completely, that will make up for 18 voxels in total. So what it means is that outside the box, if we find a specific configuration, we will have 5 extra voxels sticking outside. Now, what I think it's very interesting is that, and this is, I'm sure this is Dr. Latussek's hand in this one, is the fact that the way the puzzle is shipped can deliver a very precise information about how to approach the puzzle. So let me backtrack a little bit and try and find the initial configuration. So we need this piece, and we'll add this one, if I remember correctly. Well, let's not start with this one. Let's put this one, and okay, we'll have this and this. So as you can see, the puzzle was shipped like this. So if we look very carefully, we see that we have these 2 layers, each layer consisting of 9 voxels. So the bottom part with absolutely no void has 18 voxels, and we have these 5 extra voxels that I was saying that are sticking outside the box. Now, why am I saying this is a very, very interesting first clue to analyze? If we put the pieces in the box like this, we can start thinking on how will the moves look if we solve the puzzle. So if we solve the puzzle, the box will look like this. Okay, with of course with the lid touching the lips, but for the demonstration I'll just put it outside. So this is how the puzzle will look in a solved state. Of course, the first thing that we have to do is slide the lid. So the lid will go, I will call this the front part of the box, and I'll call this the back part of the box. So as you can see here, if we slide the lid will touch these two extra voxels. And because the lid itself has a certain thickness, it means that it will, the outside part of the lid will end up somewhere here, impeding us, preventing us for extracting any pieces outside the box. So something like that. So this would be the first clue, meaning that in order to be able to take any piece out in a solved state, from a solved state, it means that these two extra voxels cannot be here. If we call these columns, we can say that the only way we will be able, as a first move, of course, besides sliding the lid, the first thing that we have to do is extract a piece outside, and that can only be done if we don't have these two extra voxels. So we can only occupy this back column. So I'll call this front, middle, and back column. This is a clear indication, and it's a clue that, okay, we need to sort out, we need to find a way to quote unquote make these two voxels disappear. And how can we do that? Of course, if we carefully look, we will see that the lid itself has some quite generous space to try and put pieces. So let's try. So I will take the pieces out. Let me spread them out, and let us check. Let us check how it will look if we put a piece in the lid. So we can clearly see if we put a piece in the lid, it will perfectly fit inside this available space of the lid. We can also try and see how it works. So if we turn it and we use these grooves, we can clearly see that the piece fell down. But we saw that we can perfectly fit the. Let me try again. We can perfectly fit the lid in the box. So if we do it like that, yeah, I don't have any means. Let's do it the other way. We can clearly see that the lid freely moves on top of the box. Okay, so as you see from the beginning, just by basically counting voxels, not even fiddling with the pieces, just by counting the voxels, we can deduce that, and this is also important, one of the flat pieces, I call flat pieces, this C and L ones. These are pieces that one of them have to be inside the lid in such a way that when we start looking for a solution, we will have extra voxels outside the box only on the back column. And let me demonstrate to you what I'm saying. So let's take some random pieces. I'll take this one, and I will put this piece. Okay, so you see right now we have an extra voxel sticking outside the box, which is placed on the, as I call it, on the back column. So if we take this approach, you will see that if we fit the lid, this lid can slide further in the back in such a way that it will allow us to insert what will most likely be the last piece that we have to put inside the box in order to solve this puzzle. So I'm imagining that for the purpose of this demonstration, I'll do it the other way or around. So I'm imagining that, as you see, it doesn't matter how many voxels stick outside. The only thing, well, it matters, it has to be a maximum 3 voxels, and the voxels have to be only on this back column. So how does the puzzle will look in a solved state? It will look like this. I will be able to slide it. The lid will be blocked by the voxel sticking outside, but this will allow me to extract the first piece. Well, what would be another conclusion that we can draw without actually playing with the pieces? One conclusion that we can take from analyzing the puzzle would be that let me take out the lid. Will be that no matter how many voxels we will have sticking outside the back column, in the end the lid cannot be taken out of the box with pieces sticking outside. So the things will look like this. The lid will be impeded by the voxels on the back column, and we won't be able to actually do anything else. So what I'm assuming at this moment, because this is another thing that we need to carefully analyze, the only in this state with the lid touching the back column, in this state the only free column that we have is the front column. So we can, as you can see, this is the second column, the middle column is also impeded by the thickness of the lid. So we can only put inside the box and outside the box flat pieces. That means the L piece and the C piece. These are the only pieces that can, with the lid attached to the box, that we can put in or take out. So that means there is mathematically there isn't a configuration where we can say that we will extract the first piece and then we will start doing some rearrangement inside the box, some sliding, some rotations, and we will start taking pieces out, because we won't be able. So what does that mean? It means that the only way this puzzle can be solved is by first taking out one of these flat pieces. So the move, in my opinion, will look like this. We will take the flat piece out, and then some piece will either, by of course moving some of them, will either drop down. Let's say I gave you this example. I don't think it's a good example. Let me take this one. No, this isn't a good example also. Okay, let's, as I said, don't mind the fact that we have a voxel on the middle column, just for demonstration purposes. So let's pretend we took out the first flat piece, and then we have two possible combinations. Either we slide a piece and we drop down the piece that had a voxel outside the box, and then everything will be occupying only the two layers in the box. Or there's another possibility where the other way around, where you have we have a piece sticking outside the box. It's not a good example. Let me somehow try and rearrange it. Okay, like this. So we have a configuration like this where we take a flat piece outside the box, and then a piece that has voxels outside the box will slide and occupy the column that was left void by taking out the flat piece. So another thing that we can deduce, or this is not 100% mathematically correct, but most likely the flat pieces will have to go inside in this way, because I'm assuming that I will have, if the final piece is the C piece, I'm assuming that I will have a voxel here, or if the final piece is the L piece, I'm assuming there will be some extra voxels that will be placed underneath the L piece. If we do it the other way around, so if we place it like that, then we will have, most likely, as I was saying, this is only an assumption. We will most likely have something like that, a configuration like this, that will prevent us from, it will block us, it will block the L piece from being able to take it out. But if we do it the other way around, so let's say we have the piece like that, and we have the L piece, this will be, of course, possible. We will be able to take the L piece out of the box. So what we learned just by counting voxels and trying to understand a little bit the mechanic of the lid, we know two very important things, which in my opinion make up more than 50% of the solution. We know that we know the not the exact positions, but we know the positions of the flat pieces, the L and the C pieces. One of those pieces will have to be placed inside the lid, and the other one will have to be the final piece that we will put in the box. And there's a third thing that we, at this very moment, we only assume, we cannot demonstrate it yet, is that either the L or the C piece will have to go oriented like this, just to be sure that nothing will block our possibility to take out the piece. Okay, so now we have to go back and think on what we said earlier. We know that by counting the voxels, that there is a mathematical possibility that if we put the C piece in the lid, if we count these voxels, what remains will be exactly 18 voxels. So there's a mathematical possibility to find an arrangement between these four pieces that we are left with. There's a mathematical possibility to find an arrangement that will completely fill the box, leading us to a possible solution where we will just place these four pieces, and we will just simply and easily put let me put a piece inside. Which one? Let's put this one, which will basically help us which will basically help us to actually imagine that we have also these pieces inside, and we have this one put in the lid, and then we can easily close the lid. So of course this is a Dr. Latussek's puzzle, so only by stating this fact many of you can actually guess that if we take this piece out, most of you can actually guess that by trying to find an arrangement between these four pieces that form two full layers of 3x3 voxel is most likely impossible. But of course we can try and we can fiddle. I found that most complete, well, this generates a very compact arrangement, but if you start finding a possible position for the other ones, we will see that let's try this one, which is not very good because we have two voxels left here, and then we have two additional ones, so no, it cannot be. If we put it like this, of course we will have a voxel outside. If we play with this one, let's say like this would be a great assembly, because we have we filled the bottom layer, but now we have to fill the top layer, and as you will quickly see, this is not the case. So we have the final piece, we put it here, and this voxel is just sticking outside the box, so it should have been here. You can play around and try to find other arrangements, and you will see that with this particular four pieces there is not an arrangement that will generate us two perfectly filled layers of 3x3 voxels. So what does that mean? It means that even if we put the C piece inside the lid, even if we do that, we will have an arrangement. Let's say this one that we analyzed earlier. We will have an arrangement that will have a voxel or two voxels in case we don't have the C piece here and we have the L piece. We will have an arrangement with one voxel or two voxels that will be outside, but they will have to be, those pieces will have to be in the back column. So up to now, just by doing detective work, we found so many clues, so many things on how to solve and how to approach this puzzle. Now, if we do some more thinking, we know that we know the positions of these two pieces. One has to be inside the lid, and one has to occupy the we assume that not in this way but in this way. It will occupy, it has to, this one mathematically has to occupy the front column. That means we will have the other pieces in a configuration that will generate a voxel that will stick outside the box. So we need to analyze, not very precisely, but we need to think what is possible. So for example, what I can say from the start, just to have something to demonstrate, this piece cannot be like that, because I am having two voxels, one that will occupy a space in the back column and one that will occupy a space in the middle column. That means we will not be able to open the lid, so this is not a possibility. Instead, a possibility for this particular piece could be this one, where we have only one voxel sticking outside, and this voxel, very important, is occupying space in the back column. That will permit us to open the lid. making room for placing in or taking out a flat piece. So for this particular piece, this is a possible placement, but there's another one that's an interesting one if you think about it. There's another possibility. Sorry, let me put this back. There's another possibility where we can place this piece this way. Why? Because it can slide. It can go all the way to the back, having a voxel outside the active area of the box. So this box, this voxel will stick outside the active parameter of the inside of the box, and we will have a second voxel that will occupy some place in the back column. So this is also a valid position for this piece. Why? Because, let me demonstrate to you, because if we have the lid, you will see that we can actually, well, let me just, we can actually slide it perfectly. So it works. It generates the necessary space for the front column. Okay, if we do a similar analysis, we will also see that again we need to concentrate on these three pieces. We can, so let me go back a step. For this piece, we have basically only two possible configurations. This is a possible configuration where things can still work out as a solution, and then there's another possible placement, is this one, with only one voxel occupying space in the back column. Otherwise, if we have something like that, this definitely won't work because we occupy space here. And yeah, if we, let me demonstrate it to you, if we have, let's say, the L piece placed like this, and then we have this 3D piece placed like this, of course it will block the L piece, and yeah, that's not a valid position for this piece. So the three voxels cannot stay along the box like that. So it cannot be placed like this or like this, of course not like this, because we occupy the very space that generates the first move. So we only have two valid positions. Let me just use this again. So one would be like this, and one position would be, of course, when the puzzle is solved, the position will be like this, but it can freely move all the way to the back of the box, allowing us to free the front column. Okay, so this is what we can do with this piece. Now, if we look at this piece, it's almost similar. Okay, we have a possible position like this, where we only occupy the back column. This is a valid position. It lets us slide the lid, freeing the front column, and okay, that's a valid position. Another valid position would be this one, where we have only one voxel. Again, this is perfect. We can slide the box, and there is a mathematically possible position like this, but of course inside the box it will have to stay like this in order to slide, and this is impossible because it will block the front column. So we have this possible configuration, and we have this possible configuration. I don't think there's another one if we look closely. Okay, so two possible combination, or well, two possible positions for this piece, two possible positions for this piece, and for this one we have again similarly two possible positions. One would be like this. Of course, we only occupy one voxel in the last column, so yeah, it's a valid position. And we will, very interestingly, we will have also this possibility where we have the box, where we have the piece like this inside the box. This piece can slide to the back this way. We only occupy the back column, so this is enough. Let me see if I can simulate this. We can slide the lid, freeing the front column. Okay, so now if we this is the part of the puzzle where we have to start fiddling a little bit, not straying away from our initial approach of the puzzle, which is a detective approach, mathematically thinking, counting voxels, and thinking about the puzzle, and not just fiddling with the pieces. We can start and see what possible arrangements we can produce with each piece, taking their possible position. So we said that this is a valid position. So this for this piece we can have this position. So okay, let's see what we can do with the other pieces. We can place this piece like that. This is okay. We can place it, I think, like that. This is again okay, but pretty much I think that's it. This is not a valid position. And of course, putting this piece like this, where we occupy the whole length of the box from front to back, it's not valid because we will always occupy a position here. Well, actually, no, this is a valid position, meaning that we can actually put the L piece, but we cannot put the L piece in the way we desire. We can only put it like that. And we said that this is not valid because we cannot but we cannot properly open the lid in such a way that we will free the front column. So, okay, we have this position and this position, but we will quickly see that there is basically no room for this corner piece. Okay, we can do it like that, but yeah, not what we like or what we desire. And okay, we can put it like that, but then we don't have room for this one. So no, this is not possible anymore. And we said we have also this position available to us. Okay, but we face a similar problem. So we can put this piece like this, but that doesn't work because we cannot fit the final piece. And yeah, we're stuck again. We can do a same analysis. We can do a same analysis with the other position, which is this one. This one, if you think about it, it's even worse because it will have to stay like that in its final configuration in such a way that when we try to open the lid, it will have to slide like this, which means that this entire column in the top layer will have to be free. So it will have to not be impeded by any of the other two pieces that we have, which is basically impossible. We can okay, we already have one piece here, one voxel here, so we will, if we quickly analyze some positions, we will quickly see that this cannot work. So even if it's a mathematical possibility, the way the mechanic of this piece should be, it doesn't work with what we have as existing pieces. Okay, so a very quick conclusion would be that this one cannot be the piece that will generate a voxel or two voxels outside the box. Okay, so we sorted that one out. Then we can quickly do an analysis for this one. We said that possible configuration would be like this. So we can try and see. Okay, this works. The box, the lid slides okay, but again we don't have enough room, or we don't have a proper room for the corner piece. This one can, I don't know, go like this, but again we occupy the front column, so no, it's not what we like. We can try the, I don't know, let's see, this kind, no, if we put it like that, yeah, again that's a valid position, but again we don't have a solution. We don't have a solution for the final piece. Okay, no, I don't think we can generate another configuration for this one. So what we can do is try and see how it will work if we said that this is also a valid position for this particular piece. But I think we will face similar problems. Okay, this is not possible. This is not, no, this is possible, so it's okay. We can slide the lid, but okay, we don't have room for the corner piece. As you see, we occupy that space there. It may look as a possible solution because we can put the L-shaped piece like that, and yeah, the lid opens, but as you can see, we need to put the C piece in the lid, and if you, sorry, it has to be the other way. If we look closely, no, this piece basically occupies this, let's call it a row, occupies this row. And if we slide the lid like that, it will eventually collide with this voxel. So even though we are so close to solving this this puzzle, this is not the proper configuration. Even if, as you can see, it looks very nice. Basically, we could have taken this piece out, and then we could have, I don't know, do something. Well, actually you couldn't do something. It's completely locked, so even if we would have had space, we couldn't slide anything. So this is not a valid configuration. Other than that, I don't think we can place this any. No, this is not working. This is not working. So I don't think by just very basic analysis of the way things are configured here, I don't think that this piece will be placed like this or like this. So let's move on to the last possible piece, with the corner piece. So this can stay like that. Okay, so we can quickly think of a configuration like this. Okay, but as you can very easily see, no, there's no way we can fit this piece here. And I don't, this is another configuration, but again, we occupy space here, so no, this is not valid. So we're left with only this possibility. so this is the last possibility that we have on our disposals. We proved that the two ways we can fit this piece, it doesn't work for this one. We also looked at possible configurations in case we place this piece like that or like that. And so we exhausted the two possibilities here. We exhausted the two possibilities here. We exhausted one possibility here. So the only mathematically possible configuration is with this piece in this configuration, or symmetrically in this configuration. So if we place it like that, it means it has to slide. That's the only way this can work. If the piece will have this voxel here, this space available in the final config, because in the final configuration this piece will look like that. And we will start opening the lid and we will slide it to the towards the back. This will go like that. So we need to make sure that we have room for this lower voxel. So I will quickly show, I won't take you through the whole process. I will quickly show that we have the possibility to put this piece like that, and then we have this piece that can fit this way. No, this way of course it doesn't work. We can fit it like this, but no, it takes up space. We can fit it like this, and we have space, but we occupy two voxels here, which is not okay. If we, well, theoretically it is okay because we have this piece, but we have this voxel occupied here, and because of that we know for sure that the only way this will work is if we have the L-shaped piece in the box like that. Let's do this quick analysis. And if we have it like that, we said that we will have the final configuration like that. That will mean, let me see, that will mean we will have it, sorry, it has to be this way. Means that we will have the, no, it's the other way around, because it's reversed, so we'll have to, okay, we will have it like that inside the box, and this we will be able to slide all the way until this voxel will touch this back panel of the box. If we have, let me see if I'm correct. If we have this one, what could go wrong? I don't know. Let's try. Let's not guess. Let's try. So, how does this work? It works this way. We have the lid like that, and then we have this piece that has to stay here. Well, that's the reason it won't work, because we will, sorry, it has to be this way. So the way it works is like that. We have the in the final configuration we have the first piece that we take out, and then we will need to be able to slide this one in such a way that will go like that. So this is in the reverse, but going forward it means that we need to be able, when we we are solving this box, we will need space for this to make sure that we can lift it up. And as of right now, we cannot lift it up because this voxel is occupied. So that definitely means that the only possibility is to have this piece, no, it will have to be like this. And in this way, yeah, we can actually lift this piece up. It will look like that. Of course, we'll have to flip the box and this will go down and it will look like that. And in the end, when we slide the box, everything will go like this. So the only possibility is to have this L-shaped piece inside the box, so we need to fit this one as the final piece. And as of right now, we have this voxel occupied, but we can quickly see that there's another possibility. The possibility will be, let me quickly, no, it doesn't, it's not going to be this one, it's going to be this configuration. Yeah, this is the possible configuration, which only occupies the exact voxel that the C piece is lacking, and it will allow us to slide the corner piece. So basically I can firmly and confidently say we solved the puzzle. So we put this piece like that, we put this piece like that, we put the L piece like that, remember this is in reverse, then we put this piece like that. And now what we will do is we will close the lid and we will turn the box upside down. This will fall inside the lid, and then we will slightly slide it so we can make room for this final piece. So let's test our theory. So we put the lid, okay, and you heard the corner piece slided down, touching the top of the lid, and then we can slide it like that, and yeah, it will be blocked by the corner piece. It's voxel that occupies the back column, and then we put the final piece, and as of this very moment we can confidently say that yeah, we solved the puzzle. Again, what I find very interesting is that for this particular design you have the possibility to think things through. You don't have to start working around. You go in reverse. You think what needs to be done. Well, we have the puzzle solved. We need to be able to slide the box. We need to be able to open it. We open it, and then we are going to be we will need to take a first piece out. This is something that has to be possible. Otherwise, we have no puzzle. That lead us to the idea that we can only, as it's happening right now, we can only occupy with an extra voxel space in the back column. So we take this piece out, and then we create room for the corner piece to drop down. You will hear it immediately if we do this. That piece, the corner piece, drop down, and then I will touch the L-shaped piece, and we can slide the lid of the box, sorry. We have the L-shaped piece like that, and yeah, basically that's the puzzle. The corner piece, and the other two ones. And again, I will reiterate this. I find it very interesting that And this is usually happening with almost all Dr. Volker Latussek's puzzles. He provides a very interesting configuration of the pieces when the puzzle is delivered to you. So in our case, the configuration is basically, in my opinion, is a clue. So why? Because we need this piece to be like this, and then we have this one, and then we have the no, it will be like this one, the C piece, and yeah, the L piece, because it provides us with this simple way of counting voxels. So we have 23 voxels here. We can quickly understand that these two extra voxels that are occupying the middle column will prevent us to actually slide the lid. And this is the first clue that led us to the idea that, and I think this is the biggest trick in my opinion of this puzzle, led us to the idea that one piece has to go inside the box in such a way that the two volumes are not coupled between them. And this can only be done by using a flat shape piece like the L piece. So yeah, that's my take on this CABRIO puzzle. Hope somebody will find it useful or at least interesting. And that's a wrap for me.